Earlier this year, as we commemorated the 80th anniversary of D-Day, the Queen and I had the enormous privilege of meeting once again the remarkable veterans of that very special generation who gave of themselves so courageously on behalf of us all. Listening to these once young servicemen and women touched us deeply as they spoke of their comrades drawn from across the Commonwealth, who never returned and who now rest peacefully where they made the ultimate sacrifice. Their example of service and selflessness continues to inspire across the generations. During previous commemorations, we were able to console ourselves with the thought that these tragic events seldom happen in the modern era. But on this Christmas Day, we cannot help but think of those for whom the devastating effects of conflict in the Middle East, in Central Europe, in Africa, and elsewhere pose a daily threat to so many people's lives and livelihoods. We also think of the humanitarian organizations working tirelessly to bring vital relief. After all, the Gospels speak so vividly of conflict and teach the values with which we can overcome it. The example that Jesus gave us is timeless and universal. It is to enter the world of those who suffer, to make a difference to their lives, and so bring hope where there is despair. As the famous Christmas carol once in Royal David's City reminds us, our Savior Holy came down to earth from heaven, lived among the poor and mean and lowly, and transformed the lives of those he met through God's redeeming love. That is the heart of the Nativity story, and we can hear its beat in the belief of all the great faiths in the love and mercy of God in times of joy and of suffering, calling us to bring light where there is darkness. All of us go through some form of suffering at some stage in our life, be it mental or physical. The degree to which we help one another and draw support from each other, be we people of faith or of none, is a measure of our civilization as nations. This is what continually impresses me as my family and I meet with and listen to those who dedicate their lives to helping others. I am speaking to you today from the chapel of the former Middlesex Hospital in London, now itself a vibrant community space, and thinking especially of the many thousands of professionals and volunteers here in the United Kingdom and across the Commonwealth who, with their skills and out of the goodness of their heart, care for others, often at some cost to themselves. From a personal point of view, I offer special heartfelt thanks to the selfless doctors and nurses who this year have supported me and other members of my family through the uncertainties and anxieties of illness, and have helped provide the strength, care, and comfort we have needed. I am deeply grateful, too, to all those who have offered us their own kind words of sympathy and encouragement. On our recent visit to the South Pacific to attend the Commonwealth Summit, I was reminded constantly of the strength which institutions, as well as individuals, can draw from one another, and of how diversity of culture, ethnicity, and faith provides strength, not weakness. Across the Commonwealth, we are held together by a willingness to listen to each other, to learn from one another, and to find just how much we have in common. Because through listening, we learn to respect our differences to defeat prejudice and to open up new possibilities. I felt a deep sense of pride here in the United Kingdom when, in response to anger and lawlessness in several towns this summer, communities came together, not to repeat these behaviors, but to repair. To repair not just buildings, but relationships. And most importantly, to repair trust by listening and, through understanding, deciding how to act for the good of all. Again, listening is a recurrent theme of the Nativity story. Mary, the mother of Jesus, listened to the angel who revealed to her a different future full of hope for all people. The message of the angels to the shepherds, that there should be peace on earth, in fact echoes through all faiths and philosophies. It rings true to this day for people of goodwill across the world. And so it is with this in mind that I wish you and all those you love a most joyful and peaceful Christmas.